It's a journey that we have been participating, and it's fun concerning the energy transfer, and it's great fun to watch some of the hardware come alive, but it's not without a condition. So right at the moment is by induction in a general way, general way, and the shape does not matter, and as long as is conditioned for the natural pathway of the energy to exist within the hardware, it will work. Right there is about 1 to 2 volt of alternating current, and it's suggesting its center, whether the center is in 90 degree or spot on, or in whatever relationship, but the hardware itself is already a donut, a toroid, and pancake coil is the same length of wire with pancake coil, so there will be little difference between them. Efficiency, well, generally we have been accepting the donut, so we will not go into whether pancake or donuts. It's the way the donut is. So we go into the control circuit. Control circuit is a trinity, and this is Kick speaking. It has been a long while, and it has been a journey to talk about a story, a tales to be shared, and both alternating current and direct currents. There is two capacitor sandwiched with each other. This type of circuit has a huge feedback current. If you do not handle it, if you ground it where the ground should be, and you would end up like in a very dangerous exploding situation. This type of circuit never ground. The ground does not exist in order to protect the sensitive components. Once again, a DC cap and an AC cap is being mixed together. There is little distinction between DC and AC within the circuit. Both current exist, and trinity, and this type of circuits put a very heavy workload on a transistor. This is a single transistor circuit that has not been tested, but it's likely to work. Otherwise, it would heat up the transistor, and you have to do something about it. This control board has dual transistor in order to bear the load, and if you never see an exploding capacitor, you should try it. So if the current is 12 volt, do not put a 10 volt capacitors on it, and in a very rare situation that we have ever heard of the exploding supercap, and this is when we are addressing the feedback current. This is a typical coil that has a parallel property on it. So on a diagram you might see a coil being just like a traditional coil, but in practice you can see the difference when they put together. So pancake coil has a lot of room in order to accommodate the unified theory of the universe, that the full potential of the toroid, the donut, where the 90-degree relationship right as is least resistant pathway is not fully explored yet. So we would try to put some hardware in order to address the least resistant pathway that's right at the apode of this coil, where the center is the apode of this coil. Smaller units, size does not matter. It's still in a workings that where the small units can replace these huge units. It's believed to be possible, but in practice, I'm going to wire it up tonight or some other time. So it's powered by a humble 5-volt battery supply, and 5 volt in there is about 20 volt coming out if you place the capacitor, if you place the magic capacitor in a proper way. So it is very eye-opening, the definition of our ground. We talk about potential difference, we talk about voltage, also there is a ground. The ground suggests to be very powerful. And what's the full nature of ground, this ground? Now we are grounding. And how large the actual potential difference the ground has is a open question. So what this video is about, if we laid it out on a straight line, we have seen that our left hemisphere, right hemisphere, much like our nervous systems, left side of the brain, right side of the brain. In the middle, there is no such thing as a middle brain, but in the middle that unifications appear. So what the hardware has put an emphasis on our what can we behold, what can we understand, what can we get out of this energy induction transfer is this pathway of infinity exists in light of trinities, and put it simply, we are one is energy, and the infinity has a very deep, profound, in our back of our mind, has such an importance that we cannot exist without its infinities. And how much do we still can behold, and how much this infinity still take heart in us, and how can we comprehend and how can we behold and cherished what we have forgotten, what we have lost, and how our everyday routine, how our everyday steps can be traced back to the natural way and once again unified with nature. So the pathways of destructions could be changed from the inevitable destructions that we are heading into. So very interesting hardware, and it's a now where all the little bugs. Nature has a lot of bugs. Just a few minutes outdoor, they all find their ways back. So this is the great outdoor. We are trying to reconnect to our root. It's come to a shocking realization that energy we once was, and the pathway of the infinity is still within us. Everything we do matter. Every word, every step, and every bit of the efforts that collectively to try to leave the legacies to our children as a heritage counts. So this is the Bedini Motor Series, and it has been a wonderful journey, and it's a wonderful memory to have you guys, and thank you.